windows low and the speakers loud. Car next to me, you can hear the sound. Track blasting, you can feel the pound. Bass so heavy, it'll shake the ground. Long day at work, but I'm over it. Ain't thinking about nothing but the road ahead. It's the ride back home when I'm feeling my best. Gotta lock my phone just to minimize stress. I'm just driving, 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 I'm just driving.
Comedic was dope.
Fun.
Comedic was dope.
Oh, you went?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I know what to make of it before I got there.
It's dope. We gonna turn it into something. We gonna build it up. I keep going through. I see more and more people are like, hey, this is our second time seeing you here. This is our third time seeing you here. So I'm gonna keep building it.
Big Chris went. You see Big Chris?
Of course he was there with his wife. Big Chris, shout out to the homie Big Chris. Well, before we even get started, shout out to the homie Big Chris. Every time I'm performing in LA, Covina, Ontario, I think Irvine he's been, Brea he's been. So he comes out with his wife, man. He comes and shows love. You need those type of people in your life to just like, wherever you at, they don't bother you about no tickets. They like, yo, bro, you doing a show? We there. Shout out Big Chris and his wife.
Great crowd.
For all the support, man. And we was in Covina at the Laugh Factory last Thursday. Great show. Shout out to everybody that came out. We were in Tulsa, Oklahoma this past weekend. What did you think? What did you tell me about your Tulsa experience? I'll tell you about mine.
One, I forgot that I was playing that club back in the day. So it could just look different. It's been that long. So I was pleasantly surprised because they had my picture up. So I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, dope, man. I mean, after all this time, they got my picture up. I'm like, oh, I look younger than this. But the crowds, they seem really receptive. And I had a good time. Shout out to my parents, my mother and father. They came. They drove up from Texas. And I always like to see them in the crowd, and they had their Tony Rock sweatshirts on. So, dope. I mean, it was a positive experience for me. Shout out to Amanda. She was real cool to me. She's gonna try to have me back. So yeah.
So first time ever in Tulsa. Ever in Tulsa. My opener was about my first time in Tulsa. My opener was about First 48. The jokes were fire. The shows were fire. Very small crowds. We didn't sell a lot of tickets. They let us know before we even got there, like, hey, tickets weren't moving, so we're going to combine the shows. So instead of doing 4 shows, I ended up doing 2 shows, which I didn't mind because people know if you ever come to see me, you're going to get a show. If it's 2 people in the room or 2,000 people, you're going to get a show from me. So I felt like I delivered a
typical Tony Rock show.
A worthy performance for what we were dealing with. The second show was even better than the first show because now I was like, I know what I'm working with as far as the crowd is concerned. But outside of the shows, I swear I have been city to city to city, state to state to state for the last 20 years I've been touring. I never, ever, ever felt like I was in America more so than that weekend in Tulsa. Just traveling around, looking at some of the things I've seen. I saw flags at half-mast. I saw billboards that said things. I saw the aesthetic of how the people looked. And I said to myself, holy shit, we're in America.
Yeah, it's the heartland. Oklahoma, I think
I've
is considered.
never felt like that. I've been to Kansas City. I've been to, outside of Chicago, Illinois, outside of Illinois, not Chicago. But that right there, I was like, yo, we in America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've never felt that.
Yeah.
And all the places I've been. Like, this is different. It was something to see. That I went to do the tour of the Black Wall Street.
Oh, yeah, that was dope.
And what I saw before that made sense as to why that happened.
Yeah.
I said, if that's what we dealing with, I see why that happened.
They grandkids.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Wallace. Set up that tour for us at Black Wall Street in Tulsa, man. That was
it was something to see, man. It was something to see. It was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
Across the board.
Yeah.
Wow.
Loved it. Loved it.
But with that said, we will jump right in because our guest is here.
Yes,
Shout out to Captain Kirk, Jamaican Rum Punch. We live in the building. Another exciting episode of Live in the Green Room. Shout out to 18670, you said?
15,837.
I know there's a
15,837.
1 and an 8 in there somewhere. 15,837. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tagging. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for telling so-and-so to watch it. We appreciate you all. Our guest in the building tonight in the green room. I knew this cat for a very, very long time.
Yep.
I haven't seen him in a very, very long time.
Sure.
Looking forward to catching up,
Yeah,
seeing what you
bro.
got going on. Ladies and gentlemen, all-around funny guy, comedian, performer, Mr. Mike Estime is in the building. The
What's
green room,
going on?
y'all.
What's going on? What's going on? Yes.
What up, brother? How are you, man?
I'm good, brother. It's good to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Would have been here early, but I was fixing my fantasy lineup. So that was fucked up
Okay.
on my part.
Who's your quarterback?
Lamar Jackson.
Points.
Yeah,
Points.
so I'm getting points. So I'm doing all right. Unfortunately, he's not. I'm a Giants fan, so
Okay.
yeah. But we got Russell's out now, so we good.
Oh, they got Jackson Dawes gonna start?
Jackson Dawes start.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it was time, man. Come on.
You think
man.
so?
3 games.
Oh,
is crazy.
hell yeah. I think after he got with Sierra and got them goodies, he don't have no goodies. His shit is just done. He's
got
just horrible, bro. I mean, the Cowboys game was just it was just a blip on the radar. That was like his one last hurrah.
Right.
He shot his wad off on his Cowboys, and that was it. And after that, it was just
You
God
think
awful.
Jackson Dawes going to start for the rest of the season?
he is. He has to, bro. He has to. I mean, the season's over, man. Our season was done once the national anthem started. Once the black national anthem started, and then the national anthem, it was pretty much it. After the coin flip, I said, yeah, we're looking at first round draft pick. We're looking at first round. Yeah, it's terrible.
Wow.
It's terrible. So,
And I'm not even into fantasy football. You know why? Because I'm such a Steelers fan.
oh,
I don't care about any other players.
Oh,
I would pick Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback. I would pick Steelers defense. I would pick Warren
so
as
you
our
just
running
go all homer right across the board.
that's why I don't do fantasy
I
football.
feel
It's
you.
like, how could I care what Jackson Dawes doing this weekend? I don't want to care. I'm a Steelers fan.
I
He's not a
feel
Steeler.
I know.
I don't want to pick the fucking Ravens defense. I hate the Ravens.
Exactly. That's your biggest rival.
Yeah,
So you can't do that.
that's why I can't do fantasy football.
Yeah, and I mean, I tried to dance with the devil by picking either Eagles or Cowboys, but I can't do that shit because even the Eagles winning the Super Bowl last year, that was just.
How bad did you feel that they didn't pay
Nigga,
Saquon?
I was. I mean, it felt like when I was. Let me just say, it felt like when I was watching the Super Bowl and I saw Saquon just getting that Eagles show. It's like I made the movie. And I'm on the red carpet, and the dude that she broke up with me, and she's with the motherfucker on my red carpet for my movie. That's what it felt like. Like I'm watching this nigga, hey, great movie, Mike, and then he's kissing my girl on the cheek and shit. That's what it was, just gut wrenching. And then I have my ex-wife family is all Eagles fans, so of course my phone is blowing up. What happened? I'm like thanking me, like I did some shit.
Well, at least they still keep in touch with you. You said ex-wife. You said ex-wife. So at least they
Yeah,
still talk to you.
That's true. That's true too. I mean,
in-laws.
They still think enough of you to be like, hey, let's.
yeah, but they don't think about, hey, they're checking in on you. Let
Yeah.
me get
Let's
a mental
give 'em
health
some
check
shit.
in, Mike. How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, you really fucked up this time. I'm like, I'm not the GM. I didn't do that.
Damn, they really said they pulled
Still
Russell Wilson
blaming
already.
They pulled Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
They
it
said,
looked like it was
bro,
time.
I mean,
You think it was time too?
It didn't look good for him.
I mean, I don't know if you watched the Sunday night game, bro.
I did.
Oh, good Lord. I'm glad you were the only two
I
people.
saw. It was one series where they were like red zone, and he ran one, and I was like, did he call that himself? Because I don't think they would call
No.
a run play for him.
Yeah.
And then he threw like one through the end zone, and there was no receiver even.
Nowhere,
And I was like,
yeah.
yo, where was that going?
No, to the person in the back seats, to the person in the
His
front row
replacement, he
near the
throwing
tunnel. He's throwing it to the mascot. I don't even know.
You
who
have
that is.
more faith in Jackson Dawes?
I have no other choice, bro. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, solid preseason.
he had a great preseason, but
Hey,
that's
man,
preseason.
ain't shit.
Yeah.
They're giving like vanilla defenses and
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
bro. I'm going with the white boy. I just got you,
He said,
man.
I'm going with the white
I'm
boy.
I'm going with the white savior, brother. I got Jackson Dawes.
White savior.
I mean, he's got the bling on. He's got swag. I mean, you can see the energy go up. Russ, look, man, you got Sierra. You won already, bro.
Yeah, he ain't been the same since he got that woman, has he?
Yeah, I told you once she gave me goodies, them goodies were done. It's just over.
You know what's funny? I that's how I watch football sometimes. Sometimes I watch games and I see a player like just so different from what he used to be, and I'm like, he must be going through something at home.
It gotta
we
be.
never really realized like
Yeah.
these guys are human beings too. We
Exactly.
look at them just for Sunday. Like perfect example, Patrick Mahomes. is not playing on a Patrick Mahomes level right now. I'm watching the game the other day. I said, yo, I wonder if he's going through something at home.
Exactly. That chick is going to, maybe
I wonder if something's going on in the house.
If they announce a divorce like tomorrow, I'd be like,
now I get it. Yeah, because
with
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
When Tom Brady won his last year, and he was like, something wrong with Tom. I was like, well, what's wrong? He's 46. He's older. But he was going through divorce, and his mom wasn't there. And he had one of his worst,
personal life
was fucked up, so he was not doing the same passes. But again, he was 46. 22 years in the league. I wouldn't blame it all on his wife.
Right.
She was done already fucked a judo instructor, so he can't really do shit.
Damn, not a judo instructor.
Yeah,
married a judo.
A judo instructor.
It was a Brazilian.
Damn,
jiu-jitsu, right?
Jiu-jitsu, So Tom Brady couldn't even fuck him up.
He couldn't fuck him up.
I'll bring that shit over here, Tom.
It wasn't working out anyway. He got me. What are you gonna do? So an out route, he's gonna
we're never home, Tom.
Yeah, exactly. Unless he gets him in front of the jugs machine or something, throws the ball out. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing.
Yo, man, I'm not a Giants fan at all, but he was a Steeler last year. Shout out to my man Russell Wilson, man. I hope it all works out, brother.
Look,
let's see.
On NBC, he about to be a cast.
He ain't talking about the game. He's talking about the relationship.
The government always says thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. We'll continue with that. I see you a Mets fan too.
Lifelong, bro. I'm New York Mets, Brooklyn Nets, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow.
Those are my teams.
Well, how'd you get to Pittsburgh?
Because when I played Little League, we wore black and yellow. I thought it was a farm system for the Steelers.
Oh,
so I'm still waiting for the phone call, bro. Comedy going good, but if that phone ring and they go, "Hey man, can you punt return?" I'm there.
I'm sure. I don't know why you didn't get a text when Russ was playing, because it was a couple of times.
Yeah.
I was like,
I look a couple of times last season. I was like this. Looking at the phone like, hey.
Get off my phone. They can't talk to you. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm a Mets fan as well, man. And
if we don't make the playoffs, this will be the biggest bust season ever.
I was feeling good, because my friend is a Phillies fan.
Yeah.
So we were busting ass. And I'm like, yeah.
Wait, you said, like you didn't. We started off so hot. And we got Juan Soto, so everybody just thought we was a lock for the playoffs.
Oh, Mets. Guys are just still on the Steelers. Okay, yeah.
No, Mets.
So if we we could potentially not make the playoffs at all.
Yeah.
And if we don't, it'll be the biggest
payroll crazy, right?
Payroll fucking
close to $1 billion.
Soto in them,
It's not Dodgers level, but it's there.
But Dodgers get Dodgers results.
Exactly.
For Dodgers money.
Yeah, we dodging the playoffs. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We about to fuck up. And I was like, I can't. Now I don't even look at the standings because, my mental health is very important.
You know what's funny? That's so funny you said that. I don't watch the standings either. I get up every morning and look at my Google alert. Shit, Mets lost.
It just depresses me, and then I start yelling at my kids for no reason. They're like, what did I do? I just said good morning. Nigga, either way you said good morning. It's just crazy. But yeah, I'm a sports nut, man, and a comedy enthusiast, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's why we have work together.
A comedy enthuthist.
I'm a comedy enthusiast, they call me. That's what my ex-wife said.
I say I'm a comedy aficionado.
I'm like, enthusiast? I'm a aficionado.
Okay, so wait, we'll swing it back to comedy. You came in hot with the Giants news, so I wanted to talk about that. Yeah. But let's go back, because I knew you for a very long time in New York, but I don't know the story. Like, you started where? You born and raised where?
I was born and raised in New York.
Okay.
My parents from Haiti. Immigrated to Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Okay. That's Brooklyn, Haiti.
That's Brooklyn, exactly. It's very much Caribbean of the East or whatever, further east. And it's either Brooklyn or Miami. But we ended up in Brooklyn. Went to school there. Went to different schools. My father moved to like 4 different locations because Caribbean men, they always think the quick fix, they're going for the quick scam. I thought we were on the run. I was like, I guess we don't have our papers or some shit.
Yeah.
Because I moved to 4 different high schools.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then we finally went back to New York after being in Florida for 2 years. And then I went to Howard University.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Howard, studied fine arts there. Then for 2 years, and then I was doing comedy simultaneously at Howard as I was doing.
Okay, wait. You glossing over, right? So you in Howard? What's the bug? When did the bug bite? It's like
the bug bite. The bug bit me in junior year of high school.
You saw what? You saw what special?
I saw my special. Now, it's funny you said my first special was Eddie Murphy Delirious when I was 10, 11 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know what he was saying. I didn't know what he was saying because he was talking about pussy and fucking. Yeah. And at 10 years old, I'm still wondering why I'm taking long baths, but it feels good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching this.
Eddie Murphy inspired you.
Yeah, the motherfucker had like a red. And
the red feather, of course.
And then I just fell in love with it. Fell in love with him.
Okay.
I tried to walk like him. You know, that laugh that he used to do.
Yep.
All that. And then moving on, then my friends were like, hey, man. And then he kept talking about, Eddie Murphy kept talking about Richard Pryor. He said, no, Richard Pryor, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then one of my classmates in senior year high school said, yeah, watch Richard Pryor. And I was like, man, you don't know Richard Pryor's funny. And I'm like, you don't know what the fuck. I was getting mad. He was like, no, watch Richard Pryor. So then I watched Richard Pryor. And I was like, yeah, okay, I see what the fuck he's talking about. Fast forward from there. That's when I went to Howard and I started doing comedy. Your brothers, when he came back to DC,
Bring the Pain,
which is by far top 5 comedies of all time.
I'm glad you said that because that's my next question. But continue.
Oh yeah. But the thing he said was, and Eddie told him was, study every comic. Study every comic from Woody Allen, Red Skeleton, Bill Cosby, Jack Benny. He said, study every comic. So I was like, bet. Okay, I guess that's what I got to do now.
Right.
So that's exactly what I did. And then as I was in Howard doing comedy, two things happened. I got an agent because I kept flying back and forth from New York because my family was there.
Okay.
And I got someone pregnant.
Shit, you was flying, nigga? What? Wait, we got money.
Oh,
you
no,
take that Peter Pan up?
No, I was taking the bus.
Okay. Yeah. Taking the Peter Pan, yeah. Because I used to come down to Baltimore all the time. $30 on the Peter Pan.
Oh, that Peter Pan was a motherfucker.
That was
Peter
it
Pan
right
was
there.
nice, too.
$30 on the Peter Pan.
$30 on the Peter Pan. Back and forth.
It's a bus. It's a bus line. Like Greyhound, but cheaper.
Much cheaper. And it was nicer to me. It was nicer to me. So I would take Peter Pan. That's when I meant flying because Peter Pan flies.
Peanut butter bus.
But then I would take that. Then I got not only an agent, but a girl pregnant. And then I was like.
Girl pregnant in school?
In D.C.
Okay.
Yeah, in D.C. So I was like, oh, shit. So like anything else, I was like, all right, I got to make this money. And I got an agent. So this must be something happening. So then I dropped out of college and did full time, went to New York. And that's when I started in New York. Like I said, I dabbled in D.C., did the comedy. At that time, it was called Mr. Henry's. It was like a variety show. Did it comedy, music, jugglers, all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah.
And that's where I got my chops. Then I went to New York. Then I started doing The Cellar and Stand Up New York, Boston Comedy Club.
Yes, I remember well.
All of that, Peppermint Lounge.
Jersey.
Oh, Jersey. Oh, I was scared shitless, bro. If you don't know what the Peppermint Lounge is, bro, if you could leave there, if you could let a dude get up from his drink and look at you, you won. Just take it as a victory. Because that shit, did Rob Stapleton's rooms. I did, basically, like used to call it the Chitlin Circuit. I just do all the black rooms. And then eventually I got to Stand Up New York and the Boston and the Cellar. Right. And then continued that. And then I got a deal with ABC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because through the Montreal Comedy Festival.
Right, okay.
We called it holding deals at the time.
Yeah.
Got that. And then I said, well, move west, young man. And it was like, all right, I'm gone. You know, but before I left, you know, I had to take care of my baby and my ex-wife then. We got married. And we all just went west. And then I've been living here since like 20-something years later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I was
what year was that? It was
that was right after 9/11. No, so it was 24 years, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna
2001.
You answered one of my questions in your story just now. I was about to say, doing stand-up and going to Howard University, you must have been getting a lot of pussy being a comic on campus. And then you said, I got somebody pregnant. So I'm like, okay, that answers my question. That was yes.
Yeah. And plus, I wasn't that funny yet.
But,
so I was like,
really?
Oh, no.
But just the fact that you could tell a girl like, yo, I'm doing a show.
Oh,
you know, girls on campus like, oh, he's doing shows?
Yeah, and I was an actor, so, you know, I was around them. And I was, you know how it is, you're funny around your friends.
Right.
To be funny in front of strangers, that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
So when your friends come to the show, and the shit that you think is funny to them, but no motherfuckers laughing. They just like kind of looking at you like an oil exhibit in a fucking gallery. And then everybody's like, yeah, nigga, I don't think this for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now they were like, yeah, you know, we think you're funny, but not funny like funny. So I just had to keep doing it.
So tell me how Haitian parents took, I'm dropping out of college to do comedy.
My mother, she's always supportive. She's like, baby, you can do it. I believe you. I love you. My father like, I don't know why you want to do it. You're not that funny. I mean, you don't make me laugh now.
Didn't believe
I'm looking at
nothing.
you know what makes me laugh? Your grades. When you tell me you're doing good, and I look at C's, D's, what is that? And I remember the first time he came, there was a competition in DC, and to get to the Apollo.
Okay.
And you pass the first stage because the Apollo is 3 stages. So you have to, and I passed the second stage. So now I'm going to the Apollo. The third stage is to pass the preliminary so you can get to the televised version. So I'm there, and then I'm get past the second. So I'm at the third. So I'm like, yo, I'm going home, I'm going to New York. It's beautiful. Apollo. Tell my parents, tell my father, tell my cousins, everybody out there. So I'm out there, sitting down there, have a little green room, or not really a green room, just some finger sandwiches, like a basement, really. And then they say, all right, Mr. Estimate Mike, we're ready for you. Last person just got booed.
Wow.
So I'm like, and you know, I was young, I'm like, fuck that. Ain't no one booing me. Fuck that. They ain't gonna boo me. I'm coming up there with all this swag. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And they're like, all right, guys, we got a comedian. And you can hear, and I'm like, all right, he's here from New York. Give it up for Mike ESTIME. Fucked up my last name already. So I come out, and you know, the log is right there.
Yeah.
I don't touch the log. I just walk.
Oh, this was amateur night.
This was amateur night.
Okay.
Yeah. I walk right past it.
Done.
Done. Bro, it was done. Disrespect. Then all of a sudden, hey man, touch that log. And I just, instead of like rubbing like supposed to, I just I dapped it up. I'm like, everybody look, oh. So I come out there and I start, and I call it the Harley Davidson boo. That mother was like, and that, you know, that chick that get up, the black lady, with the glass thing, doing it.
Yeah.
I never wanted to do elder abuse so bad. I wanted to kick that bitch right in her forehead. And then all of a sudden, the Sandman's supposed to be coming out, but he felt so bad, he just went out, and I just felt a hand grab my arm, and he just eased me out.
Man.
And bro, it was, and then everybody that I was talking to downstairs, they didn't even know my ass. They just walked past me like I was furniture and shit. I'm like, hey man,
having the whole conversation before that, like,
whole time we talking, hey man,
yeah.
you gonna do your thing? Hey, do your thing, man. I saw what you did. All right. When I got booed, everybody just looking this way, and I walked this way, and they just turned this way.
You know why? Because they didn't want to get that shit.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
It gets even worse. I go outside. My mother's there. My father's there. My cousins are there. They all, you know, my mother's like, hey, you know, baby, you know, God put you in a position to make you stronger. Okay, baby, okay. And then my father goes, you need to work on your material. I told you it wasn't funny. I told him it wasn't funny. Look,
I told you so.
I think he started to boo, tell the truth. I think he started to boo that nigga. What? Who said that?
He started it.
I think he started it, seriously. But that, in a sense, when I knew I love comedy, most people were like, fuck this. I don't deal with this shit. But it was like, I don't know if it was like, comedy was like a masochistic relationship.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's abusive.
Yes.
I was like, I'm still doing this shit.
You was already in.
Yeah, huh?
Like you was already in.
I'm in it. I'm already in it. I did all this research. I went to the, museums and shit. I got DVDs.
I'm going to make 2 points. Number one, you are absolutely right. Nothing, well, you will realize how much you love it from a bad experience.
Oh, yeah.
I got booed Uptown Comedy Club. Remember Uptown Comedy Club?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Remember Harlem Week?
Oh, whew.
Streets full.
Yes, sir.
Streets full.
Yes, sir.
I told the story many times on the podcast. Me and like 8 of my homies up in Harlem, we went up there from Brooklyn to get girls. We going to Harlem, back some chicks for Harlem Week. Walking past the comedy clubs, dudes outside barking. Yo, comedy show starting in 10 minutes. My boys, I had already told them that I was planning on doing stand-up. So one of my boys goes, yo, we'll all pay to get in. We'll all pay to get in if you let him go on. So homie's like, yo, do the math. I'm gonna get 7 dudes to pay to come in. If I put him up, bet you on. Yeah. No written material whatsoever. None. I'm like you said, I'm funny with my friends. I'll be funny in the room. I'll just riff like I do with my boys.
Yes.
I go on stage. I make fun of Johnny Mac. I make fun of Jimmy Mac.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
The whole room's like, no, he didn't. I didn't know Jimmy Mac was like beloved in Harlem like that. So he's like, Jimmy Mac walks away. He's like, oh, that's what we doing? Okay, bet. Long story short, they boo the fuck out of me. Then Jimmy Mac comes back up and roasts me throughout the night.
Oh my God.
Like he comes up and roasts me, then he brings the next act up. They do good. He comes back up, yeah, nigga, that's talent. You see that nigga? Roast me some more. I'm telling my boys, yo, let's get out of here. Like, nah, nigga, we paid. So I sit through the whole show. They boo me after every good performer. They go back up, boo.
Damn.
The silver lining. I got booed all the way through the night. We still walking around Harlem for the rest of the night, hanging out. I'm getting booed in the street like, yo, that's the nigga that sucked at the show. I get on the train back to Brooklyn. People that was at the show on the train, they booed me on the subway.
Oh my God.
I got booed from the show to the street on the train ride all the way back to Brooklyn.
Oh.
It was the longest bomb ever.
Oh my God.
But I get home that night and I lay down and I'm like, yo, I got to do that shit again.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
From one of my first experiences, I already realized it can't get worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
So I realized how much I love it from one of the worst experiences.
That's exactly what I said. And it happened again to me at the Peppermint Lounge.
Wait, my second point, second story.
Yep.
I did Apollo. I did the show. I did like the TV show, right? And I'm backstage. I'm corroborating what you're saying about how shitty it is backstage.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful experience because it's one of the greatest
it's
talent showcases in the world.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful experience. But it's not. It's like half-assed backstage.
Yeah.
And everybody's in this little holding room, like maybe,
you ain't
maybe
a
twice
star.
the size of this room.
Yeah.
And everybody's just like, who's going up? What you doing? This and that. And the lady comes like, Monique was hosting.
Oh, yeah.
Monique was hosting. And they go, Tony Rock, you up next. The lady has a little earpiece on. Okay, Tony Rock, get ready. I'm at the side of the stage. Monique, we ready for you to introduce the comic. I'll be out in a second. You know, TV's all timing. TV's like, got to do this at 10:05. By 10:10, this has to happen. 10:22, this got to. So she's in the green room just chilling. Lady knocks on the door. Yo, Monique, you got to come and introduce the comic. She opens the door. I'll be out when I'm ready. And slams the door.
Damn.
Oh my God.
So the lady's like, oh shit. Wait, you got to be up by 10:05 or 9:30, whatever.
Yeah.
So she takes the mic, voice of God, and she's like, I'll introduce you from here. What do you want me to say? I said, just say, comic, working New York City, from Brooklyn, New York, touring Tony Rock. Do not make reference to my brother. Do not make reference to my brother. They go, okay, this next comic coming to the stage, tours all over Brooklyn, and you know him from his famous brother, Chris Rock. Give it up for Tony Rock.
Yes, bitch.
If you ever see the clip, the clip has to be living somewhere. It's somewhere in the cloud. If you ever see it, I'm walking out from behind the curtain, and I'm looking back like, yo, I fucking told you. As I'm walking, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong? Hey, Apollo, what's up, yo? I didn't get booed. I got through my set, but I was hot the whole time. Like, yo, bitch, I fucking told you. Hey, what's up, Apollo?
That's crazy. Man. I know. It's the trials and the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
It is a rite of passage, too.
Yeah, man. It's just so drastic. It's like a boxer.
Yeah.
It's like you ever wonder why, like you ask a boxer, why the fuck do you do that? Then they look at you, nigga, why do you do what the fuck you do?
Yeah.
It's like you going in front of strangers saying, and the gall of you saying, yo, I'm funny. And I'm gonna show you that I'm funny. Because y'all paid to see me. You know what I'm saying? That is somewhat of a narcissistic attitude to have, to say, I'm this funny that you are here to see me and I'm gonna make you feel better.
You know what's crazy? My brother says, Chris always says, it's the most arrogant thing in the world to think you want to run for president. It's the most arrogant. It's like you're literally sitting watching news, watching TV, looking at what the world's going through, and you go, man, you know who could fix all of this shit? Me. Me. And I say, when he says that, I go, well, how is that different from being a comic, thinking like I could go on stage and make all these people laugh? And he always goes, good point.
Exactly.
Good point.
That's exactly.
I can make these strangers laugh. Like you get booed or you have a bad set and I'm next. I'm like, well, that's him. That's not gonna happen to me.
Yeah,
you gotta really have something in here that makes you think like I'm him.
Yes, literally.
I can do this.
And the people that you get the scope of is when how many people, relative to all the jobs that are in the world, how many people walk up to you and go, how do you do that? As if to say that what you're doing is magic. And you're like, I mean, I just kind of do it. I don't think anything of it. But they be like, I could never. That's the next thing they say. I could never do that.
I told you, when people say that to me after shows, when people say, yo, man, I could never do that. Know what I say to them? Thank you. I say thank you. Because you're acknowledging that I have a power that you know you don't have. So when they go, yo, I could never do that. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that.
That's like the number one fear, like
public speaking. Yeah,
public speaking in any scenario, not even just telling jokes, just to stand in front of people.
Yep.
That is like a superpower.
It is.
Yeah, and also, you know, they think you're a master chef because they go, hey, I got a cousin with a club foot and a stutter. Do something with that. I'm like, huh?
What
you
is
just
that?
mix that shit
Or
up?
it's like dudes at the show, and after the show, they'll come, hey man, yo, this our boy. Yo, make fun of him.
I'm
you're
like,
like,
nah.
A la
what is
carte
this?
jokes.
I'm like,
Yo, get him, man.
I'm like, didn't he pay for y'all to get in? What? He's your ride home. What?
I know, right?
Motherfucker might drive you to a brick wall. What the hell's wrong with you? But
Okay, so now every comic we've had on the show, not every comic, because I've forgotten with quite a few, but the last few we've had on, I've asked this question at the end of the interview. And it always goes so long. We're like, oh, we got to cut it because we up for time. So now I want to ask it earlier. And you said something earlier that made me remember it. Top 5 comedy specials. No particular order. Nobody taking any offense to anything. But I'm going to throw something back at you when you say,
all right.
Go.
So I said Bring the Pain already.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy Delirious. Richard Pryor live in concert.
Okay.
Damon Wayans, My Last Stand. And then my 5 is Bill Cosby himself.
Okay, give me one more honorable mention.
An honorable mention. You know, this might be recency bias, but I just saw Ali Sadiq.
Which one?
My Two Sons.
Okay.
It's one of no. That's
Lost.
Can I do 2 honorable?
Go.
Elephant in the Room, Patrice O'Neal.
Okay.
Come on.
Come
on.
I was shaking my dice like, come on, man. Come on.
Okay, so now that great list. I would remove Delirious, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead. I think I know what, but go ahead.
I saw Delirious when I was 12, 13, 14 years old. It was the funniest shit I ever saw in my life.
Same here.
I saw it 10 years later at 24, and I was like, oh, okay. I saw it at 34, and I'm like, kind of juvenile. I saw it at 44, like, it's nah.
It's so funny you said that because as I grew up, just like you, now I'm thinking it from a comics perspective. I'm like,
Every other one you said, and Richard Pryor is like, hey, I saw Richard Pryor when I was 10, 20, 30. It's like, yo, this shit, I know the joke coming, I know the head movement, and I still laugh like that shit is the first time I ever saw it.
I showed my friends, this is how much I loved live in concert. I went to my neighbor's house, like, hey, we had a movie night. I was like, let's watch Richard Pryor live in concert. Like, who's that? I'm like, who's that? First of all, you're disrespecting me right now. That's
exactly.
Number 2 is I'll show you. We sat there for an hour, and they were busting out laughing, like, oh my God. This was like in the 90s.
Yeah.
This live in concert was taped 1978.
Yep.
And it still held up to that point. Going back to your Eddie Murphy point, I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh my God, the Ice Cream Man, because that's what we knew about That's what we knew. Yeah. As you get older,
it was scenarios that were funny, but it wasn't like, yo, that's a monster bit. It was a scenario.
And actually,
I no disrespect to Eddie. I love Eddie.
Raw is better than Delirious.
Yes.
Raw is much, the transitions are cleaner, the
more
expressions. I like to talk to you, all that stuff. And he was cool, and he was more experienced. And that
was his life.
That was exactly.
I had a conversation with this guy, and he said this, and he like that.
It was like a decade.
And it was just talking about his relationship.
Concept.
And even today, I could relate to that because it kind of relates to what's going on, relationships today, and it still hasn't changed.
Half.
Exactly.
Mr. Fuck You, man. That was a...
People started, that's what I'm saying. Like, people still reference that.
Why you treat me like animal?
Yo, head, Eddie Murphy, fuck you. I mean, just shit like that. And so, but those are my top 5. And like I said, Patrice used to roast me all the fucking time.
That's Patrice. Everybody.
I would sometimes be like, I would come to I have a spot at Stand Up New York, and I see Patrice. I'm like, this nigga. And I gotta like gear myself up because now I'm like trying to think of one-liners to come back at him. But even if it's good, Patrice will just boom. Yeah. And I remember I used to do, and it was funny actually. I used to do this bit called the Soul Train when it was around, and I would imitate people doing the Soul Train line. That was my closer. And then I came off. No, Patrice was, and Patrice would see me. And Patrice was performing, and then he crushed it. And then he gets off stage, looks at me, goes, "Dance now, bitch," and just walks off. I'm like, and then all of a sudden you hear this next act coming up. I'm like, this motherfucker, fuck my head up. He goes, "Dance now, bitch." I was like, damn. But Patrice, Elephant in the Room. I mean, from
beginning
I've never
to
seen.
end.
I mean, aside from live in concert and other comics I've seen, from start.
Wait, I'm gonna go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you my view about
from start to finish, it was just boom, killer.
Masterful.
Killer.
It is
Killer. And it then went down, then it went back up, then it went
He did whatever he wanted. He did not care about the response from the crowd. That like if they, because he had some cringe worthy.
But that's Patrice.
But that's how he does. He loves that.
It's clear. He says comedic style. He said the audience, 50% of the audience should be laughing, and the other 50% should be terrified. That was his. That's what he thought was a good reaction from an audience. And I'm like, he embodied that. But that's special from beginning to end. I don't know many that would go. Like no skips on the album. Every joke worked, and it started off with the value of a white woman missing. I was like, that's such a concept.
Because he started off with this dude that had his white woman.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's a top shelf white chick.
Top shelf, top tier.
Shelf. And then he goes, you realize the value woman when she goes missing.
He said the football players, they walk to the edge of the beach. It's like.
Except she was black and they were black. Was it the value vulva something?
I like Lourdes.
I like that.
He was just that, which is why his legacy to this day, motherfucker, still
unforgettable.
I mean, I see him pop up on my timeline on Instagram, on Facebook. You're almost like Colin and all these.
He has a cult-like following on YouTube too. They have like a School of Patrice like YouTube where they just talk about all his
radio
Opie and Anthony stuff.
Anthony.
I watched his stand-up after that. I wasn't really familiar with all the specials and stuff until I saw, man, this guy has like just on the radio. He's a radio dude with the the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, that's right. He was on. Opie and Anthony. That's right.
I'm talking about just daily. Philosophy is, this guy does stand-up, and I see his stand-up, and it matches.
Word.
I liked his stand-up because even though he's doing a special, it's like he's in the club. People have, this is my special, and they don't deviate. I like the feel of him being on stage, and it's like a nightclub act.
Every joke had a point to me. I think that's what I love the most about that special. It's like every joke had a clear message behind it. It was just like, oh no, bigger picture. That's actually true. Like that's actually crazy. No matter what it was, I was like,
and it was so cool when he would talk about relationships and women.
So good, raw, very raw,
and very raw. Didn't give a fuck.
Didn't give a damn.
I remember it was not on Elephant in the Room, but he said, "Women, what do you want? Men, how do you want them to treat you in bed?" He goes, and so they're like, pull my hair, fuck me in the ass, smack this. And I'm like, okay. And he just sits there and he goes, all right. But yet, that Patrice part, but yet you want us to treat you like a queen, but fuck you like a whore. See, this is what I don't, I don't understand. It was just the dance between
hypocrisy.
The way he set up,
he would make you face your own
so good.
Hypocrisy.
He was. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fuck around and say that.
I might be in line with what you're thinking because I feel like if he would have ran off another 2 or 3 specials after the Elephant, it would be like they would have to say his name next to a few comics. Like every time.
He'd be up there. He'd be the top 10.
I liked him because he was the same guy off the stage as he was on the stage.
Bro, he didn't give a fuck. Which I love that authenticity about him. Yeah, because you knew you were gonna get roasted. Like I said, I hated him, but I loved him at the same time because I couldn't be comfortable. It was like every time I felt like I was comfortable, Patrice, would say something, like smack me in the head and shit. I'm like an abused dog. I'm like, hey man, even when he said, "What's up, Mike? What you want, nigga? I got something for you." Like, Mike, I'm just saying hi, bro. But
you said he was the same off the stage as well, and I think that's one of the things that his special reflected. Because most specials, the norm is you don't do crowd work.
Yeah.
You don't do crowd work on a special.
Yeah.
He came out, did his thing, and was like, excuse me, let me talk. And I was like, that was like almost like groundbreaking at that time.
Yeah.
To just be like, I'm going to talk to this person and be so funny in this conversation that nobody's going to even think like, oh shit, he did crowd work in the special.
He did about 4. Now that I think about it.
And he did one that didn't make the special that was fucking phenomenal when the girl wasn't laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Right?
Really?
I just don't think you're funny. He's like, well, bitch, the fact that laughter is contagious.
Something wrong with you.
Yeah, you sitting with a straight face like, and everybody around you was laughing. Bitch, laughter is contagious.
And you can't even do that.
Yeah.
I mean, he
didn't give a damn.
But that's what I do. When actors, we talk about an I don't give a fuck attitude. Like you should go into the room, say I don't give a fuck. This is me.
Yeah.
And if they like it, fuck it. If they don't, they don't. Now a lot of actors say that, but they don't mean it. They go in there, I don't give a fuck. Hey, how'd you do? Don't matter to me. And they get in the car. I should have said, you should have said it like this. And they be in their fucking head. I didn't get it. I don't know why they don't like me. Patrice was one of those motherfuckers. If he bombed, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He was like, he was sticking around. If he get crushed, he didn't give a fuck. He was like almost like a comedian athlete where he was like, okay, next play.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Yeah,
so
almost some Michael Jordan shit. Like they said, what made Michael Jordan great. His trainer said what made Michael Jordan great was that he was never anywhere other than where he was supposed to be. Like he only cared about that play. He only cared about that free throw. He only cared about that getting back on defense on that particular. He never thought about like if we lose, we got to play. We got to fly to Cleveland tomorrow. And it was only right here, right now. He was always in the moment. He was always nowhere else other than where he was supposed to be in that moment.
That's right.
And that was Patrice. Patrice was like, yo, man, like this set. I don't care about next week's set. I don't care about Toledo next weekend or Detroit 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Just doing this set right now.
Yeah. And that shows, and that's the legacy. You know, all the comics that I've mentioned, they just leave it from the Carlins to, there's so many more.
Yeah.
To Patrice and all. They leave a lasting legacy. That shit will pop up. Like I told them, Patrice, George Carlin, a Richard Pryor bit will pop up on my timeline.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, that was so funny. Good God.
Carlin a lot too, just because of the times that we live in. His shit is very relevant.
I got a question. I want to see if this theory works. But those specials all classics, right? Can you remember right now the joke you think you've laughed the hardest at ever? Like you said, oh my God, I don't care when this dude tells this joke or whenever she tells, I'm gonna laugh my ass off because I can't stand how funny it is.
Not from the comedians I've
No, I'm just asking if that joke that you think of, is it not from one of those five guys? It's just some random dude in like Texas or like a comic a long time. Like, man, when he does this joke, I don't care where I am, I can't help but laugh uncontrollably.
I mean,
not from the specials?
No, I was wondering if it is from the specials or if it's actually a funny joke you laugh at. It just so happens to be that joke is some random comic you saw once. You like, I can't get over how funny that joke was.
Well, Richard, I mean, there's so many that I could go over Richard. The Eddie one I already went through. There were a couple of, not just the Bill Cosby one, but I mean, things that are considered inappropriate now. Like when he went to San Francisco and the gay police were after him. Pull over. And it was not just a siren, it was a gay dude sitting on top. I mean, that alone is funny to me. I've
heard that joke duplicated so much.
The nerve of him telling that joke.
Of him saying it. And then Richard Pryor, when he was talking about his father in the woods.
Oh man, the bear, yeah.
The bear.
Which way you gonna run?
When you gonna run? Yeah, exactly. And he did the whole thing. But I mean, every comic has that bit.
Yeah.
That when they come in A, my man,
that's
I know.
such a good question, man.
I know. I was like, I didn't need more time with
every
that
comic
one.
has that bit that they do. Like, Chris Rock has a bit. Dave Chappelle does have stories more so. It's not really a bit.
Yeah.
But it's certain, I think it's certain lines that just hit me. And I used to love Damon Wayans when he did Handyman. On his special, which is incorrect now, but I understood what his thing is. Don't ever underestimate the power of the handicap. And then when he would fly away.
That's a good one. Has anybody else done a bit that made it to a sketch that they both were, impactful? The bit on the special was wow, and then the character on In Living Color was wow.
Yeah.
Has anybody else done that?
Richard Pryor when he did The Preacher.
Yeah.
Richard
He took that to movies.
This Way Is Up. The show goes This Way Is Up.
Car Wash too, right?
Car Wash. Bernie Mac. When he did The King of Queens, when he talked about his kids.
Yes.
And he took that and then went into the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah, right.
And that might be
that's
a joke
like that.
Every time I hear that shit, floor.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that joke.
Bruh, when he goes, especially when he goes, come here. Did you? And he said something to his niece, and then she looked at him like this.
No,
He
yeah.
goes, you know what that should be.
Yo, that part right there. So I stepped back.
So I stepped
Bust a
move.
motherfucking move. Yo, that part right there, if you play that right now, yo, bro.
You know what was so brilliant about this?
Bust a motherfucking
move. Motherfucker. And then when he said motherfucker, and he goes, you see now, white folks, we use motherfucker Not like the same way you use motherfucker. We use it as an adjective, a noun, and a verb. You know what I'm saying?
Him downstairs. Yeah.
And it was like, yo, and he took that hold. You
Let me
see
see that
motherfucking Bobby. He better have my motherfucking money.
yeah.
And he goes, now his mama started talking shit out, but I didn't want to cuss her motherfucking ass out.
Oh wow.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was,
cuss
know,
motherfucking ass.
But you know
Brilliant.
what it is about that bit? That shows you the levels of performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once he establishes the joke, like motherfucker, how we use motherfucker, you kind of know where it's going.
yeah.
You kind of know, like, oh, he's gonna say motherfucker in different cadences and scenarios, and but when he starts to perform it, even though you know it's just gonna be motherfucker,
Yeah.
when he starts to
It's
perform it,
very
you're like, yo,
because it's a
that's
scenario
the
that he
art
used.
of performance.
Brought it to life.
Everybody's been in that scenario.
And I remember this is when I was like 9 years in comedy, bro. And I was like, and you think you're like, oh, 9 years, I'm doing good. But when you see shit like that, you're like, yeah, I got a long
Genius
way to
is
go.
like-
This is,
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I
Move
would
the
have
whole
never thought of
entire
that.
crowd.
And the other honorable mentions like JB Smooth, I used to watch all the time.
Oh,
Physical comedy.
insane.
Yo,
Physical comedy. JB motherfucker Smooth. He was
said,
the
yo.
only comic,
Mm.
when he went on, they said, Mike, you ready? I was like, nah, I ain't going.
let me
That's
tell you
the
something.
only comic I've ever said that about.
Let me tell you something. We talking about bits, and you said you've seen that bit done several times. Well, we just referenced something.
I know what you're gonna say, Tony.
The Eddie Murphy's woo woo woo,
Yeah,
mimicking
yeah.
that sound. Yeah,
But we have seen comics do bits that are just holy shit.
yeah,
And then we've seen other comics try to do their version of it,
yeah.
Oh, of course.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a dozen. You've seen a dozen. You've seen a dozen. You've seen a dozen. Comics do that. They go up to a song and they go, man, that's my shit. They play that shit when I'm in church, and I'd be like, nigga.
Yeah.
Or they play that shit when I'm standing in line at the grocery store. It comes on. I'm like, oh. JB Smooth has the absolute best. Nobody else's comes close. JB does the thing about DMX song. It's a DMX song. And man, you can hear that shit anywhere. And he does different scenarios. And he says, you can be in a stagecoach. You can be in a stagecoach, and that shit come on. Yo, bro.
Then he went to what killed me was when he said he goes, no, it was a different bit. It's a different bit. He basically there was another bit, the one you were talking about laughing, and he was talking about kids that was throwing rocks out his window and everything. And they were throwing rocks, and they said they threw a rock at this woman, and they was throwing rocks at everybody. He was giving these different scenarios, and there was a woman with a walker, and the kids started throwing rocks, motherfucker, and then she put up a walker and she started running like she had the legs and she was pretty.
No, hold on. Yo, shout out to JB Smooth. Yo, we gotta get you on the podcast.
JB
Son,
Smooth,
the one where he says, and he used to do this shit at the Boston all the time. Like back in the, I used to see this all the time. Yo,
What I think I know what you're talking about. Is it a pimp with Alzheimer's? No? Oh,
No.
I know it's funny. I know it's
This ain't no joke funny when you can't say
when
it.
you watching niggas fight, you watching a fight, and there be a bunch of dudes standing around watching two dudes fight. And one dude, the dude looks at him like, fuck you laughing at? He's like, yo, everybody was laughing. And he got him against the wall. Yo, everybody was laughing. Everybody was laughing.
Damn.
The nigga just singles him out. It's like choking him out. And he's like, everybody was laughing. Everybody was laughing. And the nigga sliding the door past it out. Everybody was laughing.
I think you did. I seen it at the comedy store. That dude is insane.
no. There was two bits.
Which one?
Oh, that shit was fun. There was two bits. JB had one bit called The Pimp with Alzheimer's.
Yo, that's the picture you can hear anytime.
He did The Pimp with Alzheimer's. And he goes,
Right.
peaches. Oh, yeah, like you don't know me. Peaches. Peaches. Oh, I'm about to whoop her ass. Peaches. Started beating some random chick. Peaches when I call you. I said, oh, what you doing, Daddy? Oh, Peaches, that too.
Oh my God.
That's a damn
Yo,
shame.
shout out JB Smooth, man. Yo,
JB
just the
Smooth.
reference of those jokes got me fucking up.
That was insane.
Oh,
No,
man.
Don't
a
stop.
performer like no other.
No.
A performer
Bro,
like no other.
High
I do one
energy.
last one. My man
Yo.
was in Jamie Foxx Laugh Palooza, and he did the dude that comes in, but he doesn't know that it's like the 90s or 2000s, but he comes in with the old shit. And he goes, but he didn't have platform shoes, so he had skates. He just took the wheels off, and he just had the blades. So he coming in.
Oh yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah. When I say everybody, he was, oh, this my song. Oh, it's electric. Oh, this my song. Oh, he's doing the butterfly.
10 minutes.
Man,
Yeah.
when I tell you, everybody from cameraman to
Yes.
I think the cameraman like flicked the camera up, bro. We were just crying, and he couldn't get to it. He couldn't get to
Yes,
it,
yo.
and then he was like, "All right, everybody go," and everybody's like, "Yo," the host goes up, "Yo, get over JB Smooth," and he's
Yo.
out of breath, bro.
Dude,
He
a
is a
performer
big
like
noise.
no other.
JB Smooth.
Yeah, I ain't never seen
That
that.
I
was
saw that.
leaning. He leaned into it. You see him on stage, and it makes as a comic, you see JB on stage, and it makes absolute perfect sense as to how he got the role on Curb.
Curb Your
Oh,
Enthusiasm.
okay.
Because he's just winning and I'm
Yeah.
gonna do me.
I think that what I learned from him, and I learned something from every comic, whether it be writing, but for him, it's his commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will go there. He was like, fuck it, I'm going there. I'm already there. Let's see how far I can take it. And that's another lesson I took aside from watching all those other comics is like, yeah, and you can be physical, but at the same time, you can still tell a story. You can still bring your audience in it. Just like, like Richard Pryor did that with the deer drinking the water and all that. That was perfect.
Yeah.
But JB just took it to another level. He would, I mean, who would think of stuff like that,
Yeah.
man? That's
was laughing.
Insane.
bro, I mean, it's just, bro, I'm telling you, if you look up JB Smooth and old man with the skates in the club,
Pull up,
Man.
pull that
everybody
shit
who's
up.
watching the podcast, pull up some JB Smooth
Dude,
tonight.
just-
You will enjoy
did
it
that.
thoroughly.
Oh.
He did that
So
at the
wait, let me-
store. That shit was
Yeah, good.
hilarious.
You brought up an interesting question. So you said, and I agree with what you said. You're supposed to study everybody.
Yes,
I was always told be inspired by, but don't copy.
Don't
Yes.
copy.
That was that's what Barry told me. Be inspired by, but don't copy.
Yes, sir.
Right. My guy, my secret guy, because I studied everybody. My secret guy was Johnny Carson.
Really?
That was Johnny Carson, man. Just to be able to sit there and just however you want it. I'm gonna sit in this chair and give it to you however you want it.
Yeah.
I'll do voices. I'll snap. I'll fucking make a reference to something you
Wow,
said. Johnny Carson was my secret ingredient, bro.
Really?
That's my
As far as- see, when you say secret ingredient, it's just how you deliver
Delivery?
the joke, timing.
Just being able to, however I gotta get you.
Oh, to be quick.
I've never been intimidated by they rowdy, they whatever they did. Yo, man, I seen him do it all. I seen him with the guest that wasn't giving him anything and he got something. I seen him with the guest that was too big and all right, I'll play however you want to play. Johnny Carson was my secret ingredient.
Wow.
I like that.
So
I've
you
never heard it.
said study everybody. I say be inspired by, don't copy. Similar
Yeah,
sentiment.
similar. Yeah.
So what do you think is important to learn when you're studying everybody? What's some things like? Give me a couple things you think young comics out here watching. What's the things you should be trying to learn?
Important things to learn is we always say things like find your voice.
Right.
Like you said, inspire but don't copy. Because in the beginning, like I said, I used to try to walk like Eddie and talk like, but I couldn't wear that leather suit because it was just not cool. It looked like black licorice, so it's not looking good. So but what I learned was how to, and I heard Dave Chappelle say this too, not to be afraid of the silence.
Oh yeah, Dave's the master of that.
Yeah, not be afraid of that, and to always be looking for a little. So you'll always find something in a comic that you like about yourself. Like, oh, wait a minute, that's someone I could. And I hear like a lot of athletes say that I could take and put that in my arsenal, but put a little spin on it, a flavor. Always look at someone, comics you like and don't like, and say, I don't like that. I don't like how he did that, but I like how he or she moved this way, or how. And words have become very important to me. Words, and your brother said this again. Your brother said that a the and an and could do the whole difference in a joke.
Yo, that's why to this day.
When I watch you do it, I saw you do it 2 jokes. I saw you do it the same joke. But the first time it was like, all right, I think it was at the Laugh at Chocolate Sunday. And then you flipped it and it got a bigger laugh. I'm like, oh shit. But then I realized, like, oh, because he did this and he flipped it. Instead of putting that at the end, he put that in the beginning, and that's what made it.
Yo, I try to tell comics all the time. Most of them don't listen, so I just let them do what they want to do. Yo, bro, you going up there, you saying stuff that isn't grammatically correct. And you're talking to people in a room that understand grammar.
Yes.
So I ain't got no is not gonna fly.
Right.
I mighta coulda. I mighta coulda.
Yeah.
Now they like this, like, yo, what the fuck? You taking them out of enjoying the moment.
Right.
Yo, I mighta coulda did that.
Fixed grammar.
Yeah,
I probably could have.
And it's okay because I don't know. I think especially when you're a black comic, and we come from certain rooms, they were like, oh yeah, talk, but it's okay to show your intelligence.
Yo, bruh.
It's okay to show words, big ass words or whatever. To them, it's big ass words, but no, it's vocabulary.
Right.
And what that does is it shows your intelligence. It shows that you are astute and you're articulate and
you care about your material.
This is a thinking man's game, aside from an experience game. So you always should be not afraid to do that. And in the beginning, I was like, because every comic is different. JB is he's articulate, but he's more physical. But at the same time, if you really study him, he's so smart in what he's doing because he's taking something like that, like a light switch, and then flipping it on its head. So it makes it silly. But someone like a Carlin or a Rock or a Murphy or someone like yourself, the words are very important. And you must make sure that those words hit home and they understand what you're saying.
Yeah, my mother was an English teacher, so my mother's like, "Yo, what are you saying?"
My question was, do you look at some comedians for technique or showmanship more than others?
Yes.
Like who would that be?
Recently, like I said, I watched Ali Sadiq. I like his show. He's like a Cosby that curses more.
Okay.
That's what I look at him. Marcellus Wiley, I just saw.
Shout out to Marcus Wiley.
I'm sorry, Marcellus Wiley. I'm freaking Marcus Wiley. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm like, Marcellus doing comedy?
Marcellus Wallace.
Oh, Jason Whitlock. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I watched Jim Jeffries. I watched Ali Wong. I love Ali Wong.
Her first two specials were amazing.
Yeah, her first, the baby cover. She was always pregnant. Like, God, you gotta get pregnant just to do jokes. Like, what? She was like the Asian Cardi B. Shit. But I watched her, Chelsea Handler. Then I would go back to Wanda Sykes, who I think is spectacular.
One of the kings.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes.
When she used to do a one-woman show, talk about commitment.
Around the world in 80 motherfucking days.
Oh my God. It was brilliant. So it's a little bit of both to answer your question. That's a long way of saying technique and showmanship, because you could have, like, Robin Williams would always make me tired. Like, it would just really tired. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, okay.
Yeah.
We get, I'm like, all right, dude, I just need to hear a conversation now. I think he got better as he got older because he had to slow down. Yeah. Because he's going to have another heart attack. So I think, but when he was younger, I really wasn't vibing off Robin like that, like everybody else did.
Well, he did have a lot of high energy comedy.
Yeah, and people would tell me, "Hey man, you're talking too fast."
Oh, that's my problem, bro. We New Yorkers, we talk fast naturally.
Yeah,
we New Yorkers, so it's like naturally. I'm like, yo, son, what the fuck we doing? Like on stage, you like, bro, you got to turn that shit down, bro.
Someone told me that you're talking too fast. I mean, you're funny. I can see you moving, but I don't see. I mean. You have to slow it down because I want to hear what you're saying. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much the technique. So I watch dudes not talk too slow, but just their cadence and their rhythm, which is, I try to do when I watch a lot of specials to see not more of the lighting and all that, but okay, what are they saying?
Yeah, how is their performance style, their joke writing style, their technique, or just to be entertained. Just I like this guy.
I'm on the road damn near every weekend. That night before I leave in the morning to get on the plane, I download somebody's special. I just go on Netflix or Hulu. I just scream, download the special. Who's this? I don't know this person. Download special.
That's what I just did.
I get on the plane, headphones. I give it 10 minutes. 10 minutes in, I'm like, this ain't it.
Yeah. You're better than me. I give it 5.
I give it 10. That's how I discovered Nate Bargatze. Nate Bargatze. Yo, Nate Bargatze, super duper funny, bro.
He's hysterical.
I'm on the plane like, okay, who's Nate Bargatze? Okay, let's see.
Clean.
2 minutes in, I'm like,
Yo, his
Family
mind is ridiculous. And I mean, you could see the thought, because the thing is, when I see a comic speaking, I want to visualize where they are, how that person that they're talking about. Because when they can paint a picture like that, I'm like, oh my God, that's the beauty, the power of words. That's why they say slow down. Because they want to be involved too. You know what I'm saying? Because I would say, if you're talking for yourself and no one's laughing, you're just masturbating on stage. It's just for you. You just jacking out. Oh, this feels good. Everybody like, well, motherfucker, I don't want to see you make a mess, and I'm trying to get fucked right now. But I'm glad you enjoying yourself. But can we all enjoy it? Like share it with the rest of the class. And Nate Bargatze is another one that's not afraid of silence, stillness, and he's just clean and it's funny. And he did a great job at the Emmys. I mean, I thought it was one of the best jobs because I just watched his clips, and it was just really the same thing, same cadence, same rhythm. Because some people, when they see big celebrities in the audience, they try to ramp it up a little bit more, but it was just him. But Nate Bargatze's staff.
I said he was the master. I'm going to change what I just said earlier, because you said Dave taught you to be comfortable in the silence. And I said, yo, he's the master of that. Dave is a master of that, but the master of that is Damon.
Damon Wayans?
Damon Wayans. Oh. My brother said Damon Wayans taught him how to sit in the silence and find it. He told me, this is like, I'm talking about when my brother used to perform at the comic strip. Like coming home 2 a.m. and I'm up like, who'd you see tonight? Like, who'd you see? It was Eddie Murphy there? Like when I was like, and Damon taught me how to sit in silence. Damon was like, yo, just fuck it, man. Sit there and think that shit through and find it and voice it and walk with it to what you're trying to get it to. Like, don't worry about the people in the room. Like, get that thought, walk that shit. And when they come see you the next time, okay, it'll be done. But tonight you got to find it.
Yeah, you got to bake it.
Damon told him to sit in the silence.
Yeah, Damon said the same thing to me. I think I just got back to New York Comedy Club, and he came and I was like, and fanboy, Damon, I really love you. And I was like, hey, bro, okay, man. I was like, I'm sorry, bro, but you inspired me. I watched Last Stand Up like 8 times. And he goes, let me tell you. He goes, good. And he saw me. He goes, I like what you're doing. He goes, but this is what I want you to do. He goes, put yourself in uncomfortable situations. I was like, what? And he goes, yeah. If you're do bits that you would normally do in a black room and try that in a white room and vice versa. Just try it, because then what that'll teach you is like, okay, how could I cater this so they understand my point of view? Because now you can't come with that either same energy or same cadence or articulate. You have to tone. You have to defer it or just adjust it to the point where you have to adjust their frequency. So now they're following you.
I always say frequency too. I always say that. I always use that word. Like I always say stand up is like the radio, man. It's like if you on 98.7 and I'm on 105.1, you're not gonna get me. Right. But if I could get you and me and tune in, you good. That's what a fan base is. A fan base is like, yo, we on that person's frequency. We know what that person delivers every time we come in the room, and we're on that frequency.
That's exactly.
Even if you're trying shit out too.
That was something I think I had to be honest with myself about when I first started coming out with you, right? I thought I think I had my voice, right? And I was thinking to myself, if it's not working in Tony's room, I would go, well, that's Tony's audience, so they just don't hear me. They don't know who I am. And I was like, no, but they people, and if I'm talking in English, I should be going getting through to them. In the only language, so I was like, I can't blame people who don't know who I am just come on somebody else's tour. It's like I got to figure out what made people in LA or Austin laugh. Why you not laughing if I'm in New York or Virginia? Like, it's me, it's not them. Exactly. And so I had to get over that. Figure out, okay, what am I saying? How am I saying it? Am I misleading them somewhere? And I thought, like, okay, I had to figure that out because it was bothering me. I was like, no, it ain't me, because the first thing a comic could do is deflect. Like, nah, I know these jokes work. It's like, no, but they work where you were. Yes. Do they work where you are now?
Yeah, that's a punk ass way. When I see it, it's funny, especially when you go to one of those nights where they have 5-6 comics. Everybody's doing well. And that one comic go on and bomb, and goes, yo, that crowd wasn't shit, right? Y'all with me, right? I mean, that crowd was like,
we started late.
Well. They comic needed a cold sign to feel better.
I mean, the host went a little too long, right? He took my energy.
There's always something wrong. It's never him.
No, it's just you. And that's a scapegoat, because I always told comics, like, oh, man, shut the fuck. I'm like, nah, bro, you have to then adjust your frequency. You have to tweak it and see what works, what doesn't. And the best that helped me out was when I used to do Carnival Cruise Lines. That's perform on Carnival ships.
Everybody.
So you have everybody.
All
you have
places,
people from You know, I remember I did Alabama. I was like, oh shit, that's Alabama. But you get, the black Alabama, Hispanic Alabama, and I'm thinking it's gonna be, bruh. It was like the best show because it forced me in my stereotypical way. I'm like, all right, I can't talk too fast because it is Alabama, it's the South. So you make sure that you have to make sure you map everything out for him. And I talked. That was the best set I had because in my mind I was like, all right, let me slow down.
Right.
And as I slowed down, it was the best that I ever had because it forced me to do that from my bigotry. You know, my stereotype. my bigotry.
You slowed down for these dumb motherfuckers. These Bama ass motherfuckers. Wait, I want to go back. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
You said Montreal Comedy Festival. You got the deal and then came to LA?
Yeah, Montreal Festival. I got the deal.
So what was your Montreal experience like? I'm gonna tell you mine, but what was your Montreal experience like?
It was overwhelming.
New faces?
New faces.
Please elaborate.
It was overwhelming. It was so overwhelming because at that time, just left Howard Fine Arts Department. Baby, now is at this time 3 years old.
Oh wow!
I've been just doing comedy for about 5-6 years, and I go to I get accepted to New Faces. Go there, no agency. I just have a manager. I go in there, have my set, best set. It was like one of the best. I didn't expect anything. I did something with reggae gospel and Christian gospel, and I did a combination of two and blah blah blah, and then I did my set. And then once I did it, there was a bum rush of all these Asians.
Yes,
oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yes.
And dude, I'm like, and I was ready to just run into the streets, bro. It's because they were just, oh my God, here's my card. I want you to have a meeting. And it's just noise all over the place. So yeah, overwhelming is the first thing and then my manager at the time was like, Mike, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have a meeting. And I was like, dude, this was the second day. So I was just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on because I'm new to this. You know what I'm saying? I just busted my cherry up in here.
Right.
So I'm just still kind of nervous. So it was overwhelming. It was gratifying, but also I was too immature to find out what I was doing. Because when they give you a holding deal, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy this Land Cruiser. I'm gonna buy my girl this. I'm gonna get this bitch right here. Now I'm thinking 5 steps. I haven't really. It's a holding deal for a reason. Save that money because it's not gonna be there forever.
Oh, you got a holding deal for what network?
Yeah, NBC.
Okay.
I got an NBC, which means I wasn't able to.
You wasn't. So for the people that don't know, you get the holding deal.
Correct.
That means NBC is giving him a lump sum of money to just sit and wait for them to find something to put him in or to create a show for you.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
I did Montreal. I was offered a holding deal from UPN. I turned it down. They upped it. I turned it down. They upped it again and I turned it down.
Why?
Because Richie Tinkin, who was my manager at the time, was like, this is how it goes, kid. Like, they're going to give you the holding deal. You sit, you chill. I said, but I can't meet with ABC. I can't meet with NBC and Fox and everybody. No, you can't. No. I want to meet with everybody. All right, kid, you want to turn the money down and meet with it? I said, yo, we came to play the game. Let's play the game. Now, here's the thing. I was broke. Right? So broke wasn't unfamiliar to me.
Right. Yeah.
So it was like, yo, if I got to go back to Brooklyn broke, I came here broke.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's play the game. Let's play the game and meet all the networks. So I turned it, they offered a lump sum. You know what it is.
Yeah,
They
I know.
upped it 50. Then they upped it 50 again.
God damn.
And I said no.
Damn, Tom.
And then went back home broke. And the running joke with me and Sherrod every day when me and Sherrod was hungry, like, yeah, you want to be turning down fucking $100,000. We now be eating grilled cheese. I'm like, yeah, it's going to all work. Then I came to LA, like you said, the bum rush, all the cards and come to LA. That was my first time in California. I never came to California until then. I was always told, and you tell me this if you were told this as well, you don't just up and go to LA. You wait until LA invites you to LA.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you just on the ground, a stranger trying to find your bearing.
Yep.
You wait to be invited.
Exactly.
I did Montreal Comedy Festival. I will look dead in this camera and tell you God's honest truth. I did Montreal Comedy Festival. I have not been broke a day of my life since then.
That's what's up. Yes.
Turned down the holding deal, came out, played the game, didn't get a sitcom, didn't get a deal, did the pilot season, got nothing, went back home, worked, but I got an agent out of it. So now I started going on the road, making money on the road, building up my stand-up skills, you know what I'm saying? Getting my shots up. Came back a year later, did pilot season, got nothing, went back on the road. Now I'm way better as a comic a year later than I was before. So now the fans are coming in like, yo, this motherfucker got something.
Yeah.
Came back that next year, pilot season, boom, booked something.
So the only real difference was you just didn't get a holding deal.
I didn't get the holding deal.
As if you didn't really need it at that point. As far
I needed it.
Well, I'm talking in terms of I'm talking about in terms of your stand up. You were still working. That didn't stop.
I got an agent. Yeah. That was the best thing to happen. I got an agent. Right. So it was like, okay, you didn't get the you turned down the holding deal, but now we could get this money on the road.
Yeah. Right.
So I worked the entire year on the road instead of like sitting and waiting with that holding money that I had to hold.
Right.
I was actually making
money and getting
money coming in,
sharp.
and getting sharp as a comic.
Yeah. So the holding deal probably would have slowed you down, kept you in one place.
That's what
I'm going to ask. So what overall, looking back now, what do you think of the holding deal?
Well, unlike Tony, I mean, I didn't like being broke. I was like, God damn. I was like, I would have never done that.
I'm used to it, bro.
I was not used to that shit, especially because coming from Haiti, my father like, what, they give you what? Huh?
Yeah.
They give you what? You better get my mortgage is due too. And I'm like,
no, I was Bane. I was like, you think broke is your ally? I was born in it. I was forged from it.
He had the Bane attitude.
Bro. Mine was like, I was like Gollum. My precious. They gave me that shit. I was like, yo, I'm taking. And my father was like, yeah, you better take that damn money. My mother was like, hey, let's take that money because. I mean, we know poor, we know broke.
Yes.
When my father talks about Haiti broke, like third world country.
No, we know broke. Your pops know poor.
More poor, yeah, that's broke. Poor is something when you like, oh yeah, and says like, yeah, sometimes we didn't eat, but we knew maybe tomorrow will be different. Like maybe tomorrow will be different.
Maybe.
I'm like, God, and then Damien Wayans, that's my favorite line. He goes, "We'll have sleep for dinner."
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite lines, which is what my father had. He had sleep for dinner. So that's why I just took it myself. But again, I was so immature and not really, and no one really, when you're starting out, and what I try to do now is, and what we're trying to do now is like be a mentor to young comics if they want to listen. Yeah. Sometimes they don't. We're like,
they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen.
Exactly. I was like, because I know when as I was going out, I know we were cocky, but for some, now this is going to sound like get off my lawn, but I felt like we listened. We took the advice, or even studying other comics. And I was like, oh, I bet. And I would love for a comic to take me under their wing. I'm like, yo, this is how you do. Because I kind of figured it out as I went along. You know what I'm saying? And it was, that's why I had my hills and valleys. And no one was able, there was no money. I didn't have an accountant or money management or someone that had a holding deal. I know dudes that had holding deals, but they were like, hey, man, look out for this or look out for that. So like when you say you turned it down, that's because you're like, all right, look, I got this shit on the horizon, as opposed to me, I was like, oh, let me keep this. But then I had to be there. I couldn't be on the road. I couldn't do anything. Matter of fact, I after my holding deal ended, nothing came out of it. Then all of a sudden, I got a book. I got an audition for Saturday Night Live, and then I got a call back. And then I was at the third stage, which is I was going to perform in front of Lorne Michaels because he was right there. And saying simultaneously, I got a show called Talk to Me, which didn't talk to anybody because it lasted 3 episodes.
Damn.
I was like, yeah. And my manager at the time said, yeah, we turning SNL down. He said, we turn SNL down. I was like, but it's SNL. He's like, no. And I had like co-managers. Like, no, let's do it. It's like, no, we turn it down. They're giving me more money. Because I was just thinking money, which is the pitfall and the downfall.
Yes.
That is your downfall. Once you start thinking money, you will fuck yourself over every time. And I did that twice.
That's why I turned down the deal.
Yeah. And you were right about that.
I didn't want to jump out the window at the money and not meet ABC, not meet Fox, CBS, NBC. I was like, I can't jump at the money. I don't have any, so it's not unfamiliar to me to be back home and be struggling. Like the struggle real. The struggles, I'm forged from that shit, bro. I'm from the bottom. I make no excuses about it, bro. I'm from the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from the dirt.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, when it was the worst neighborhood in America. Like that's where I'm from, bro.
Yes, sir.
So I'm comfortable with like, all right, we gotta get it. Let's just get it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then and I came from different when my family was like so afraid of going back there.
Yeah.
So they kind of placed that fear on me, like, look, this doesn't happen. I mean, you never know when you're going to see this money again.
Right.
And, they put all the responsibilities on you. Look, I got this gout I got to get rid of. And your father, you got this glaucoma and all. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So it kind of guilts you into it. But it's not really what I wanted to do. But then after that, what really got me back to that was when I performed on cruise ships. not making a lot of money, but almost like going on the road.
Yeah.
You just got to forge your fucking
Yeah.
skills. Every day you had 5 shows, 1 repeat show. You can only have 1, and there's 2 kid friendly and 3 adults.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Man.
So you had to be on your shit.
Yeah.
And they were on new. So
you got to do a show, go back to the room, go back to the chalkboard.
Go back to you weren't in the guest cabins. You were with the crew.
Oh wow.
So yeah, you didn't have a C. You didn't have like a C view.
Oh really?
You heard the C, but you didn't see the motherfucker.
No, see, I did Tom Joyner cruise when I did cruise ships.
Yeah, we didn't.
I'm like this. Hey, cigar. Hey, P.O. Bryson, what you doing over there? Hey, LL Cool J, man. What's up? You coming to the show tonight?
Hell yeah, you just you ever see that the scene in Titanic when the water start rising?
Yeah.
Like, oh motherfucker, if we go, we're gonna be the first one of us. The first ones to leave this bitch. So you just go back to your room, right. Come back up, 30 minutes. Boom. Go back. And there's 2 shows. Right. Come back up. And then the thing is, it's not like, if you have a bad set or all right set, all right, I'll go back to my hotel room, different crowd, whatever. You motherfucker on the ship.
You gonna be in the boat? Yeah.
You gonna be on the boat.
Same people.
You either gonna be like, hey, Mr. Comedian. They go that motherfucking comedian.
Yeah.
You could. So it forged that type of comedic muscles for me and calloused me. So.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I will agree with what you said about like just somebody to listen to. Like me and Sherrod, I'm sure you know. We were the cockiest motherfuckers in the world when we first got in. Me and Sherrod was like, we thought we was like, yo, who the fuck are you, man? Like, but we listened to everybody.
Yes.
I listened to everything Greg Giraldo told me. I still tell other comics stuff that Greg Giraldo told me.
Wow.
I listened to Buddy Bolton.
Yeah.
I listened to John Bush.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to Wanda's like one of my Wanda's, she's
Wanda's ridiculous.
I listened to everything Wanda said. I listened to everything Tracy told me. I listened to everything my brother told me. I want you guys to tell me everything. I'm just trying to figure this shit out. And I never was on some like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, get fuck out of here.
I never, when it came to comedy, I was never on some like, I know what I was doing. I knew I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Because also they would, verbally spank your ass.
Yes.
They would verbally, if you didn't write, nigga, you ain't writing. Fuck you doing?
What's my man? I can't remember his name. He passed away.
In New York?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I can't remember his name right now. But we had a deal. He told me and Sherrod, country dude, super country.
Country.
White guy, country. Super. He was like.
Did he perform at the Cellar?
Yeah. Every time I come in this club and I see you guys, I want to see one new bit. I like the energy. You guys feeling yourself. You feel all good. You bring your pretty girls in here and they have a good time. Every time I see you guys in here, I want to see one new bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes we be in there, he wouldn't be there. Like, okay, whew.
And
sometimes he'd walk in and be like, okay, what we got?
Yeah.
And I never wanted to let him down. So even if I had something I was like, just an idea, I would do it.
Right.
And I would come over and tell him like, no, I just wrote that today. No, I don't care. I don't care that it didn't work. I just want to see you try one new bit every time I see you.
Yes. Yes. And that's one thing.
Nick.
I was going to say, Nick.
What was his name? Nick.
Now I can see his face now. That's the shit.
Shit. About it. I'm so sorry I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but I remember him. I remember from the Cellar when I used to do those 1 a.m.
time
slots.
Yeah, dude, I used to do 2:45.
Yeah, dude.
2:45 a.m.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, Esty.
They didn't pay you after what 1:30. You didn't get money.
You didn't get money.
You got wings.
Yeah,
6 wings.
Wings and rubbery pizza and shit.
Yeah,
and a falafel sandwich.
I said this on the podcast as well. But we was in them trenches together. So I would get my wing. I would go on at 2:45, get off at 3, club's closing, get my wings, get on the train back to Brooklyn, 45 minutes to an hour back to where I lived. And I'd be sitting on the train with them wings and watching people come from parties and watching girls having their girls' night and watching dudes with their boys. And I would be sitting there and I'm like, they don't even know how dope my life is.
What?
I don't know where they coming from, what they was doing tonight, but yo, I'm sure of everybody in this subway car, I have the best life out of everybody. No money, 6 wings on my way back to Brooklyn. And I don't care what they in high spirits.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, they don't even know how dope what the fuck I'm doing is.
Yeah. I would come from Long Island, which is about About an hour.
Bruh.
Long Island. You have to take the Long Island
train.
Railroad to the train to go downtown.
You gotta take the locomotive to the subway.
To the subway.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So from a subway to another subway. So it was ridiculous. But like the same thing. I would get my falafel sandwich and my wings, and I sit there. And as long as I didn't fall asleep, I missed my stop. Because sometimes you wouldn't be late.
It's over.
So you roll there, it'll be over and shit. So I'll be eating, and then, like he said, you see people coming in drunk or like a party and everything. And you just eating and be like,
you living a dream.
You just sleep. And then also, I'm just,
no idea.
And your mind is still, and as you know, as comics,
you come down off the show.
You it takes you a while to come down off that fucking show. So it's a high. So you're always up there and shit. So now I'm like, oh, this is a bit right here. I think they can make something out of this. And you just eating and just observing. So it was good times, man. But
there's no other job that's like that.
The best times ever. Yeah. You said something interesting just now. We was like this. They living, but we live in the dream.
Yeah, we live in our dream, like right now.
We watching them come from a party, like these niggas living, but we live in the dream, bro.
Right. Definitely.
And that high is.
Oh, there's no other job
you
that's
can't
like
even explain
that.
it.
No. Like once you're done, he's like,
I'm
you
sure
go
a basketball
home.
player would be like, yo, a sports, sports,
maybe.
But our high, I think our high is the high of
It's the high. Yeah, it's the highs because at the end of the day, think about it. We're giving people 30, 15, 30, 45, maybe an hour of relief from wherever the fuck they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're making their date better.
Yeah.
We're making their lives better. That shit that they went going through their jobs, they're not thinking about that anymore. Or we're talking about it and they're relating to it.
Oh yeah, we get to say what they're thinking or what they
whatever
couldn't
they're
say.
Fucking thinking, bro. I mean,
that's true, man. That's true.
We're therapeutic. We're cheaper. I mean, we're not cheaper because you got a 2-drink minimum, but still, they still got to listen to our ass. But at the end of the day, unlike a therapist, we're making them laugh. We're making that money is well spent.
Yeah,
that's food for the soul because it's a beautiful thing, bro.
I think like you're so right because I think like you go to a baseball game. You enjoy it, but that shit ain't taking you away from your problems. You might actually sit there because you're not doing anything and start thinking more about the fucking problems you got when you get back home.
Hell yeah, because
but us, you like, oh man, I'm so in this.
Yeah,
I'm
you relating.
You know what I mean?
It's like you relating to, especially the situational stuff. Somebody's really going through it.
Yep.
If they hear somebody that might be going through the same thing, and you're making them laugh with jokes, you're making them feel better about it.
Oh, most definitely.
Let me ask you this. Lastly, do you still love it as much as you used to, or as much as you when you started? If yes, explain. If no, why not? And what changes do you think need to be made in this game?
Yes, I do love it more.
Okay.
I have more of an appreciation for it.
Okay.
Because I'm more settled in who I am as a performer, you know, as you know, and especially when I shot my special. And when I did, I said, I think I can do this. I think I can do this because I put in the work, I put in the hours, and I want to get better at it. That's the thing about it. It's something you can never say, yeah, I'm good, and then kick your face. No, because there's always someone in the background that's doing something that much more impressive, brilliant. So that steps your game up. And also, you know, I get pissed off. I was tired of getting pissed off of watching some specials that were not special, or I'm watching like YouTube clips of dudes doing comedy with no audience. And people's like, yo, did you see that comedian? I'm like, he's not a comedian. He's standing in front of a camera and telling jokes and he's just reading his comments. That's not comedy. So it makes me appreciate it because I know the work that it takes. I understand the commitment that it takes. And you're doing a service to yourself, to your craft, and to your peers by going out and doing the shit that you want to do. And I tell, again, young comics that, hey, man, we have a responsibility. I know it may sound big and grandiose, but honestly, we do. We have a responsibility, especially these times, or any time, actually. Our job is to entertain, at times tell truth to power, relate, soothe, whatever the case may be, but just to give that person a respite in their mind, like everything's gonna be all right. I can laugh at this and not be so uptight. So yeah, man, I love it more and more every day. And then when I'm not on stage, I get like the Jones, man. I feel like Tyrone Biggums.
Yeah.
You know, I start scratching. I'm like, God damn, I got this joke, and I mean, and posting it on Facebook and Instagram is not gonna do it for me.
Right.
I need to hear it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then just to follow up on what changes need to be made. I think what we're talking about, I think more comics, other comics need to support other comics, not this fake beef shit. I hate that. Why would you tell our secret? If we have beef, I'll talk to you about it. I'll talk to you about it. I'm not going to go on a podcast. Yeah. So like I said, Corey Holcomb, I'm not going to be doing it. I'm going to talk to Corey. I'm like, yo, Corey, I didn't like that shit, dude. I'm not trying to get clicks, and I think a lot of times, and I've asked other comics, when I did my special, I asked another comic, hey man, can you help me? He never did a special before, but I just wanted to be there for support because he understands the angst that we go through, what we're going through, because you're going to have people pulling you 6 different ways and you need someone there. So that's the one thing that I think needs to change, is that more of a community amongst comedians. I think our generation, I think we do. I don't know about the younger gen. I don't know if it's more, or I don't know. It's like almost like raps. How some young rappers don't want to go to old heads, and old heads don't want to talk to them.
Because is it like rap in that everybody thinks their era was the best? Because I think that's part of the friction with the young rappers and the older rappers. They're like, yo, that shit trash. It's like, yo, you was that dude at some point, and everybody thought your shit was trash.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You were dropping it down low. You were Tootsie rolling. Now we twerking. Yeah. There's no difference. You had 2 Live Crew. You got Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? It's the same, just different.
Yeah.
So
I'd rather have 2 Live Crew.
Somebody say,
No, but that's one thing that I just love it more, man. Every day I just find something to laugh about, and it's in my everyday life. Now I'm not so stressed. I'm able to just laugh about shit that, it might not align with my morals or whatever, but I'm able to flip it, make it a joke, and hopefully bring down the temperature in the room or bring down the temperature I'm talking to. Simple as that, bro. So yeah, I'm all for it, man. And it's one, like, again, going back to what your brother said, it's his old man game. It's old man sport. You know what I'm saying? This is like golf.
Yeah.
You get better as you get older.
Yeah.
Right. You get better, and that's facts, and then it's just man, I can't talk about it enough, man. I could talk about it all day if I need, you know what I'm saying? But I know we don't have all that time, but it's a beautiful thing, brother. What about you? What do you think? Do you think you love it more, or you feel like ups and downs, or you like one day? What do you think?
I love this shit so much more. So much more.
Like, now, when did you get to that point?
Because now it's like I started out, like I said, I didn't know really what I was doing. I just was like, I'm funny with my friends, so I'm going to try this thing. And my brother was always in my ear, yo, I'm telling you, bro, you the funny one. Yo, get on stage. I'm telling you, yo, you can do this. So it was like kind of like goading and pushing, and my friends like, let me see what you're going to do. There was a love there, but then I grew into the love. Learning how much more there was to it made me love it more. The bad experiences and like, okay. Because I'm a sports guy. I played sports my whole life. So a loss was never anything to me. Like, it was, I always say a defeat. I never lost anything in my life. I was defeated several times.
Yes.
But that means I learned something from it and came back better the next time.
Right.
So I use that same logic. Like, okay, a bomb? All right, bet, let's go. Let's go. We took an L tonight. Let's see what happened tomorrow. You're going to have to keep fighting me. Every time you fight me, you're going to have to fight me again. I was on it like that. And then I started learning and realizing like, oh, I'm getting better. And then my peers started like, yo, you putting some work in, man. I see the difference,
Yep.
Then the suits, and then you get your agent and your management, and it's like people that are on the other side start taking notice, and you're like, oh shit, they really invested, And you said something earlier about like your people was like, yo, your management was like, yo, this money, and you took it, and it was like turn down SNL. That's like when you got to realize like, yo, you guys worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the things, like when you said that, I realized like, yo, that's youth right there. Because I learned that later on also.
Yeah.
I would just, my agent would suggest something like, okay, I'll audition for, I got to hold a chicken sandwich and do this. Okay. And you realize like, whoa, hold up. Hold up, yo, you work for me. You got to see my vision. And if you don't see my vision, I'm not letting you work for me.
Exactly.
But that's what you learn later on.
Oh, you learn much later on, and no one's there. But the thing is, I think if they're willing to listen, tell them that.
Yeah.
We didn't have anybody really tell us that. They just said, you got to learn this on your own.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But that's what made me love it even more. Like learning wait, I'm the business.
Yeah, you're the brand.
I'm the brand.
Yes, sir.
My company is Rock the World for a reason. Yeah. It's rock first.
Yeah.
If you're not coming on Team Rock, I'm not fucking with you.
Yes, sir.
Do you see my vision? I said this all the time. I tell young comics this all the time. I told him this. When you think about getting a manager, if you say to your manager, yo, I want to be the biggest comic in the world. If they don't say, all right, it's going to take some work, but let's do it. I'm in. If they say anything other than I don't know, man, get the fuck out of here. Because you need to wake up every morning thinking my client wants to be the biggest comic in the world. How the fuck do I make that happen for him?
Yes.
How do I facilitate that? How do I put him in a position to achieve that? That's going to take some work on your part as well. Yep. So if you don't see it, if you don't see the vision, I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most definitely.
So it was all about learning all that stuff made me love it more. Putting my team together made me love it more. The writing process made me love it more.
Yeah.
Seeing the reaping the rewards of it, financial and fan base.
Yes.
And my peers made me love it more.
Yeah.
Being a family man and knowing I have a why. My kid is my why, and I get to do this, and he gets to see it and go, yo, Dad, I did that, and that.
Isn't that the best feeling, bro?
Bro,
isn't that the best feeling?
That's why I walked out the room earlier to talk to my kid. I gotta say goodnight to him every day.
Oh, of course.
So he just now, Dada, when are you doing the show? And Dada, you said the thing at the show, and the lady was clapping, and you did, and the people were. That's even more reason to love it.
That's how my daughter was my first critic. I used to take because I couldn't afford a babysitter.
Yeah.
So my daughter was 6-7 years old. This is when I was dating my ex, but she would come. And I had to bring her to the club, Stand Up New York.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So ever since she was 5, she was coming with me to the club because I couldn't afford someone watching her.
Right.
So she'd be in the back, and anytime I would perform, the waiters and waitresses were nice enough to bring her and watch me perform. And then there was one time she just ran up, and it looked like a damn Disney movie. It was ridiculous. It was fucking. I killed, and the people were like, oh, and then she came up, and then she jumped in my arms. They're like, oh.
No, I bring my kid up. I end the show like, y'all want to say hi to my best friend? Yo, come in. And he'll come out. Oh. And I hold him and say goodnight, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Oh,
and now he thinks he's funny. So I'll say goodnight, everybody. Say goodnight, everybody. He says, go poop, everybody. And he busts out laughing. I'm like, he's the star of the show.
He's just, hey, let him do his thing. But it was so funny because my daughter, then ever since till about 12, 13, she would come to the shows. So when I moved out to LA, her mom lived in DC. So, but she would come out and stay with me for the summers. So I would take her to the club.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And it was great. But she said, oh, Dad, I just want to come. I said, oh, baby, you want to see Daddy perform? No, those chicken wings, Dad. Those chicken wings are fire. So she would come and see me. I come into and then after my set, she would see 2 shows. We did 2 shows. She stayed with both shows. And I go, and then I said, hey, babe, this show was good. Yeah, Dad. I have some notes. I was like,
nice.
Bruh.
I can't wait. My son's 5. I can't wait to get notes.
It's gonna be
I can't wait to
amazing.
get notes.
It's amazing.
And to answer the second part of the question, the changes, I don't think there needs to be any changes in this game. Change as much as you want because we're going to adjust. Change as much as you want. We are going to adjust. We're going to figure it out. We're going to pivot and we're going to stay right here and do the same thing we've always been doing. This ain't going nowhere, man.
Yeah.
This ain't going, we're going to, however y'all want to do it, you're going to say social media is the wave. All right, we'll jump on that wave and bring our talents to that. Yeah. You're going to say likes and follows. All right, we're going to figure that shit out. Whatever the algorithm is, comics are going to figure that shit out because we have always figured it out.
That's true. That's facts. And that took me a while to...
The world changes, we report that shit.
And it took me a while and I told my other actor friend, you got to, look, man, evolve or die.
And we've always done that. We always will.
Evolve or die. And that's one thing when I see younger comics or older whatever, I appreciate both. Yeah. Because they both have something to offer.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing. Like, once I got to that level, that's when I was able to do my special. That's when I got the UPSHAWS. That's when I got Everybody Hates Chris. That's when I got all that shit started opening up. When I started, like, instead of going, every time I saw a special, this motherfucker.
That's negative. That's negative energy, bro.
That's all that negative energy coming off. And then I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm not, and then screaming at my agent and wondering why the fuck I'm not here. Because, well, you're complaining half the time. I would
say to my brother, yo, this dude got this and this dude got that. And my brother would say, hey, man, that guy got that shit because he's lucky. He lucked up and got that shit. You don't think he's that funny. I don't think he's that funny, but he got that. He lucked up. You want to be the lucky dude or you want to be the dude that got it because you're good? Because if you're good, you're going to stay there. The lucky guy got one shot. And once he's gone, all right, nigga, luck don't hit that much. You don't hit the lotto twice.
Luck runs out.
Yes,
so
sir.
be the good guy. Don't be the lucky guy. And I was like, all right, you got it, man.
No,
let them know where they can see the special.
Yo, they can see the special Doing Too Much, Mike Estime on YouTube Comedy Special. I appreciate everybody that has seen it so far. But again, Doing Two, that's 3 O's. Don't just put 2 O's. 3 O's, Mike Estime on YouTube Comedy Special. Also follow me on The Real, Mike Estime on Instagram. Have all my tour dates. And yeah, bro.
Where you at? What's coming up? What tour dates?
Tour dates, well, none. I don't know why I lied.
None. I don't know why I lied.
just to get y'all to be fun on the algorithm, increase that algorithm on YouTube. I'm not performing, but I am performing around the city.
Okay.
I'm here in Los Angeles, California at the Ha Comedy Club on North Hollywood. Also performing at the Comedy Chateau, Flappers. Also performing, I'll be in Mexico, Cabo San Lucas.
When?
October 17th.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, October 17th, Manny's Comedy Night, myself, Ahmed, and the legend Paul Rodriguez.
Oh, shit. Tell him, man. I said, what's up? I haven't seen that.
I will.
Long.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Fox,
so,
let him know.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, but I do appreciate this, man. And yeah, so you can find me anywhere. And yeah, just keep trying to get better, brother. That's all I'm doing. Every day I get up is always trying to get better. And you can find me on all the socials. So.
Yeah, Joe Feezy, y'all know. I'm gonna no tour dates. I don't know where I'm gonna be at next, except for locally. The Chateau. Man, that's one of them clubs. Is like, man, I gotta get into that club.
Yeah,
go show your face. That put you right up.
That
put you right up. Go walk in that motherfucker.
Oh, I hate the club, but I love the.
I hate the club.
You like the wings. You like the wings.
Exactly. The wings are bomb.
Yeah. So Chateau. The Comedy Chateau. So,
Comedy Chateau, which is in North Hollywood also.
Yes.
And I got the Belly Room coming up next month.
I'm Irvine, California, improv this weekend. Take a little vacation next weekend. Then I'm in Indianapolis. Yeah. Indianapolis. Then I'm going home.
Hey.
October 9th, Beacon Theater.
Oh, that's
October 9th, Beacon Theater. Okay. Tony Rock, Corey Holcomb, D. Ray Davis, Jay Farrow. Yeah, man. I'm coming home, baby. Tones home. Y'all know how I get down. Yeah. And then fly in, do that show, and then fly right out the next day for Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, tour dates, crazy. Follow the social. Charleston, Dad, I love you very much. I'm gonna let you close it out because I gotta go pee. You told me.
John Grimes.
Wait, nigga, let me get out the way.
All right. John Grimes, Mr. Ted Panda. I'm in Indianapolis with Tony. Boilermaker Nation, all my Purdue fam. Indianapolis people pull up on those shows. That's gonna be fun. Let's make it a big reunion. And then November 1st, I'm in San Diego at the Yellow Door. So that'll be a one-nighter for myself, rocking out. So my San Diego people, pull up to that. I'll post info on that. Mr. Tan Panda.
Yeah, and thank you guys for the new likes. We're up. We're having a good month so far. New 600 subscribers. So thanks.
Keep it going.
Thank you guys for continue to like and share. Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. Thank you very much. And thanks to our guest.
Thank you.
Mike Estime. Thank you very much, man.
I appreciate you, fam. Much love always.
Yes, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.